told you? Who told you? You what? God design, God design.
Dun 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 dun. What's up, Boerboel? You know what time it is. Oh yes. Oh yes. We made it. Another week. We still here. What's going on? Board buddies, if you don't know what's happening, let me tell you a thing or two what's going on here today. This is the Boerboel Show, the best dog show in the world on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the whole business. It don't matter where you at. This the best dog show in the business. My name is Jordan Pittman, and I am your host with exotic Boerboels. I'm the infamous Boerboel breeder, one of the most well-known across the globe, 17, 18 years into the game, going into my 18th year. We in here today. We're going to be discussing. My host will be joining us soon. My co-host, Savage Kingdom. The Savage is going to be back in the building. Yeah, we back again, y'all. Y'all know what we do here. We discuss the Boerboel. We break it down. And we build up the community. This is all about knowledge and information sharing, preparing you to do your best in any endeavor that has to do with dogs. This doesn't just relate to Boerboels, although that is our area of expertise, but this is relative to any dog breed, any dogs, all dogs, a lot of stuff going on in the dog community, and a lot of this information in the Boerboel community can be spread across breeds. So here, what we got going on today, we're going to build you up again. We're going to give you some news and some tools that you can use. We're trying to help you. We're going to empower you with knowledge and information. This is all about motivating and inspiring you, the next generation of Boerboel breeders and breeders in to come. Welcome. If you didn't know what was going on, this is what we do here. Today, we're going to be discussing quite a few different things. We're going to bring you up to speed. We're going to update you on everything that's going on in the Boerboel community, what we have going on with our breeding program. You know, I know you've seen the videos. We got some great videos. We've been making some announcements. We've been making some moves. Follow the website if you haven't done it already. We live and direct all the time. We busy dogging it, Boerboel business going on behind the scenes. If you didn't know what was going on, we busy, we active, and we getting busier. And listen, we don't let nothing stop or slow us down. We're going to keep on pressing, keep on going. And we got some big news coming up, some big, exciting breedings that done took place. Oh, I'm so pumped up. 6 to be exact. Yeah, using just 1 male, we're going to take way off. Taking way off. Hey, listen, and it's all done went down. We got a multiple different variety of things going on with the breeding and the community. We're going to keep on pressing the envelope towards the best dog breed dog that was ever created. Okay, we're talking about the African Boerboel. We're going to have the best Boerboel that was ever created. That's our endless pursuit. That's the only thing that we care about. We don't care about none of the politics or the breed clubs or none of that. Only thing that matters to us is the dog. We chasing the dog. Put your dog up. Today we're gonna be discussing where my savage at? Where my savage at, Savage? Where you at? We're talking about the breeding. Something very interesting that I seen on Facebook. Something very interesting that I seen on my boy's page. If y'all don't follow, y'all check it out. But they was having a discussion, and it was very interesting. And I couldn't help but I wanted to chime in. I just didn't have time, but I thought this would be a great topic of discussion for the whole breed community. And we need to open our eyes, really, because we've been blinded. We've been misled into believing some mistruths. And the truth of the matter is, this is why we got some people that's falling behind and falling off. Yeah, it's happening. A lot of people, I mean, the way that the things are going right now, this day and age, people not just spending money like that for dogs. That's not necessary. I mean, you know, it's a luxury item. And because of that, you know, the way that the economy is, You got the market has done tightened up. They changed it. There you go. The number one
brother.
savage.
Apologies, brother.
Hey man, don't worry, man. You right on time. No matter when you pop in, it's always great time to be here. Hey, you're right on time because we were just getting started. What's up with my route?
How you doing, brother? It's been a minute.
It's been gone. We've been gone for too long, but we still here.
Yes, sir.
And that's the thing that matters the most.
Oh man, we got a guest just popped up. Oh man, come on, man, back up, man.
Oh man, stop! Why you do it? I'm gonna have to go get your dog now.
He just ran in here with me, man. I didn't even know he was coming in.
Yeah,
you gonna stay out there, Dover?
That's the big boy. Yeah, that's that savage, ain't it?
Yeah, SKB Dozer 203. Holler at me.
Man, you tearing them up, bro. You tearing them up, man.
I'm trying to, man. I'm over here working just like you working every day, trying to get this hustle going, man, and keep everything rolling smooth.
Man, you doing it. I see it. You know, I see it. And then people sending it to me. They like, hey, have you seen this? Oh my goodness, man. I see your work, man. Hey, congratulations again, man, on the success.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Oh man, I'm so proud. I'm so happy for you, bro. Because I know how I think, man. Yeah, we're coming along, man. We're coming along. I can't wait to see, man, what's the next. Hey, it's really 2025. It's gonna be hard for them to keep up.
I'm ready for 2025. I'm ready for it.
Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be big.
2024 in the rearview mirror. It's been a good year. It's been a decent good year. Ups and downs. Some really high ups and some pretty low downs. But we moderated through it, and we're close to the other side of it. And we hope there's a lot more ups in 2025 than downs. But either way, you know, like a Boerboel, we're gonna be steadfast, loyal, and on guard.
On point, on alert, ready. No matter what, I'm ready to turn it all the way. And it's trouble with it. Yeah, man, just like our dogs, man, and that's what's up, man. It's coming along, man. It really is getting there. Getting there. You know, like you said, the highs are high and the lows, they can be low, but we make it through there and we get, dark becomes before the day. Right?
Yeah. No matter what the haters say, no matter the negativity, we got lungs in our breath and we got Boerboels on our yards. So ain't nothing to bring us down and hold us back.
They can't stop it. Look, and they looking good coming along, man. I love how you got that dog shining like a diamond, man.
Oh, coat on point. A little bit of pumpkin. a little bit of coconut oil. So that's
that's one of the secrets.
Yeah, a little bit of pumpkin in the food, a little bit of coconut oil in the food, a heavy glossy.
Yeah, got you shining, man. Shining, looking good, just glowing, man. I love it. We getting there, big bro. So we was discussing. As a matter of fact, the thing that I had saw, it was on your page, right? And I think you had made a post about it. So I thought that where you had said about something to the effect of about the business and breeding towards the market demand versus or anything else or whatever. I forgot the exact terms that you had put it to. But the way that you had put it was a really interesting to me. And I thought it had a lot of different points for us to discuss.
Oh, yeah.
You had went out, your volume went out.
My point of view. Yep. What works for me might not work for others, but we don't know until you try it.
You don't know until you try it. And that's the thing. That's what's important. People got to, really take a look at what they're doing and ask themselves, is it really working? And no matter what the rule or what it says or what anybody else can give you, right? You got to look at yourself objectively and you got to say, listen, am I winning?
Yeah.
Am I winning?
What am
I doing?
So I'm going to say something, brother, that when I first got in my first Boerboel groups and said I wanted to breed, I'm going to tell you what they scolded me on one of them. They're like, why do you want to breed to better the breed? Blah blah this and blah blah that. There's too many dogs out there without homes already. Who wants your dogs? Basically saying stuff like that. Why are they going to get your dogs? Who wants your dogs? And I held that tight in my brain. And I'm going to say something now, brother, that's going to upset and embarrass my haters. And some of my friends might not like it either. Some of my breeder friends might not like it either. But I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna say it.
Hey, keep it 100, man. Keep it 100.
If you breed these dogs, if you breed any dogs, and you get to 12, 14, 16, 20 weeks later, and you're struggling to sell puppies, nobody wants your puppies. Stop breeding puppies. If you can't move your puppies and you don't have enough room on them on your yard, and you're dropping your prices, consistently dropping them down lower and lower and lower, and practically giving away, begging a home, making a deal for puppies, stop breeding. Nobody wants to die. Right? That might hurt. But if they don't want your dogs, you're not producing what people want.
And it needs to be said, man. It's a hard fact of the matter.
And those are the dogs that end up in pounds.
The dogs that end up in pounds that you can't find homes.
$3,500, $4,000, $5,000 on up for a dog, that doesn't guarantee something, but it almost solidifies that dog won't end up in the pound. But if you're dropping down to $1,500, $1,000, making 2-for-1 deals, giving it to your best friend's cousin down the street for a puppy back deal or something like that, those are the dogs that ends up in pounds.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what, no matter how you
see happening to a lot of the high-profile breeders that's breeding to a strict standard working ranch dog, whatever you want to call it, that has the best top line, has the best rear angulation, and is a working dog that can run 18 miles behind a horse. You're stuck with your puppies.
I know, and I'm gonna tell you, you gotta listen to the market trends. You gotta listen to what the people are asking for, and it doesn't matter what kind of excuse that you use to justify it. Right? You can't try to say, well, guess what? My dog is the better dog, but my dog is the more correct dog. My dog mirrors the standard. My dog has the correct eye angulation in the rear. My dog has the better head, the little head, or whatever, right? How they try to justify it. And you got to remember that these elite top breeders are the ones that are organizing and setting it and making it this way. And it don't change the fact of the matter. The dogs are not moving. They're not moving for you.
They're right? Not moving, and I see it all the time. Big, and I understand the economy's bad. I understand this, but I'm selling puppies 5,000 minimum, and I right now am 5 litters deep, 4.5 litters deep, because I got a couple of spots for females, but I'm 4 litters deep. Puppies sold out. Not before birth, what I usually say before birth, but now before breeding. Before a dog has even been bred, I'm 4 puppies deep, 5,000 minimum. And there's other breeders that's doing the same thing, selling out rapidly. And we have one thing in common. You're not going to find our dogs on a ranch running cows. You're not going to find our herding sheep or whatever you want to say that they were originally due in South Africa, because we're in the United States of America in 2024. 2025, hell, 2028, dogs might be fucking robots. So that's how technology's rising. So I'm going to slow down because we got a long show to cover what I was about to say.
No, but you're saying some really valid points. The way that the standard was developed, when the times that the dog was recreated, it was basically the South Africans were behind the times. They was a little late to the party in terms of an international dog breeding and standardized dog breeding. Now they decide, okay, the apartheid is ending. Let's create something that we can sell to the export market. We can demand finally a way for us to capture some of those European euros and dollars, right? This is a way for let's create this market. We're going to write a standard based off of the way that other standards have been written, and we're going to try to justify the way that we do these things. And the role of the dog at the time was very different than what it is now. Even they wrote the standard then was kind of outdated to based off of what this type of lifestyle that we live in the US and abroad. This we're not living on farms. It's only 2%, 1 to 2% of the population in the United States live on a farm, right? So how many people are really going to need dogs that are farm dogs?
Exactly. So when I was looking for a dog myself and like clients, I wasn't looking for a freaking farm dog. When I was first searching for a dog, I wasn't looking for a farm dog. I was looking for a deterrent, formidable dog that would be able to handle itself in a situation. And the Boerboel, which is a boar dog, which is translated back into a farm dog or whatever, it fit the build of a dog. First, I need a deterrence. You walk by my house and you hear it or see it, you don't want to come in. If you not happen to see it, but you come in my house, something bad's going to happen to you. I wanted a big, impressive, deterrent guard dog, not a farm dog. And the mold of a Boerboel fit that. And again, we're in America. You got some in Nebraska, some in Ohio, some in Iowa. You got a few scattered places with farms, but the majority of people in Texas, because I'm in Texas too, so we got a lot of farms. But you got California, New York, the Carolinas, Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi. You got all these places, Chicago, Illinois, that the majority of this country, again, the United States of America, is suburbs.
Right.
Suburbs. You got houses getting broken into. You got women jogging at night, getting scared of getting snatched up and getting raped. They need a deterrent, formidable guard dog. And the Boerboel is able to meet that need. That is what the market is today.
Yeah. Like you said, we live in suburban, urban environments. We need protection. We want to feel safe. We want to feel secure. We want a layer of security. We want a formidable defense. We want something that's a great deterrent. We need a dog that's big. We need a dog that's imposing. We need a dog that's smart. We need a dog that's alert, that has some guardian instincts. All of these virtues, yes, the Boerboel has. And we're saying we want that. We need that. We want the companion aspect. Right. Those are the virtues that we want to breed towards. Right. Yes. Something big, something strong, something imposing. These are virtues of the breed for modern society. And this is what the Boerboel possesses. It's the ideal dog for this type of climate and environment. Right. Yep. But so you have to be selective in your breeding. Now, there are varieties. I have them myself, and you're going to have some in each litter. Right. We'll like say a dog like Joku. I have that dog can go 5-10 miles running back and forth all day long. And listen, he's a formidable protection dog. He got it all. But let me tell you, that's not the dog that people calling and looking for. All right. I'm just being real. He can run, he can jump, he can do it all. I done showed the dog, I done campaign. He's got millions of views. He done went viral, same as Balto. But you know what they want. You know what they want. They want that head.
And you can't pretend that you don't know what they want, because I know I don't get any phone calls from people showing me videos of another breeder's dog saying, can you produce that? But I know other breeders consistently get phone calls and videos. I can't get a hold of Savage Kingdom. Can you? Hey, I got this video of this dog. Can you produce? Do you have this dog?
Yeah, they sent it to me and they asked me, "You got any like this?" And it's your dog.
I'm just talking about I know other breeders get that.
Yeah, I'm one of them, and that's real. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no something that you just made up, and you're not trying to persuade and be like trying to influence. This is real. This is a fact. You know, and that what they try to do is they try to say, oh no, well yeah, but that's wrong. Yeah, that dog got a big head. Yeah, it's black. It's not a black dog. Ain't supposed to be there. And you know, the original standards here didn't have the black dog. Blah 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 blah. And it's like, man, come on, man, stop.
They didn't.
Stop.
That client didn't call you for a standards lesson.
No.
They called you for a big head, bone, and chest. And that's why they were hanging up and call the next brief. They didn't call you for a standards lesson.
Come on, that ain't right. I ain't even talk about, you know, what's correct and what's incorrect, and then how much lips and how big of the head, you know, how what's the correct. They don't care about that. No, this is what you gotta act like you know what the people want. You gotta pay attention to what's going on. You gotta look at the market trends, what's flowing and what's going, what's building up, what's going way up. Right, and you looking at your views of what you're doing for the breed, man. It's getting a lot of publicity. It's getting a lot of eyes. It's making people choose the Boerboel over other breeds. They gotta recognize, man, this is a beautiful thing. I'm happy, man. Thank you very much. You people asking me for black puppies. I got black puppies on the way. You know what I'm saying? You can't supply the demand that you're facing.
Exactly. So if I can produce 20, 30 dogs a year, if I can produce 30 good puppies a year, and I'm getting thousands of calls, that's an impulse buyer or somebody that wants a Boerboel, they're going to go to the next person and to the next person and to the next person. It's generating money and interest into the breed. And no, I'm not producing merles or crazy dogs or putting mastiffs in the line or doing anything unscrupulous. I'm just breeding to one side of the standard. I'm sticking to as big as you can get on the standard. I'm sticking to that, and I'm advertising it, and that's what people want. So I say enjoy the ride. Don't get mad at Savage Kingdom. If somebody called me and say, hey, I looked for a breeder X, Y, and Z, I can't get a dog from them. Can I give my money to you? Instead, I'm not going to be, oh man, I fucking hate that. Hey, shoot, I'm stuck on 12 puppies anyway.
Right.
That brings me back to being stuck on puppies. I'm stuck on puppies anyway. I got something for you. Hey, thank you, SKB, and your viral videos. Appreciate it. Shoot another one out. Shoot.
Right, now they moved the one. Yeah, thank you very much. That's what they should do, man. They should be applauding us, man. You know, for putting on, man, for the breed. You know, putting them up for the breed out there, and I'm willing to put the Boerboel up against any breed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're the super best dog, 100. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat a Boerboel, hands down. And then listen, the ways to. And I will put my stock, the way we done been breeding, the way that I've been selected. I got an ideal dog. My dogs are on point the same way. You know, it's right there by your side. You know, I'm going for that ideal everything. You know what I mean? And but it's got to have the head. It's got to be impressive upon a first glance. You want to look and say, damn, that's what I want right there. Yeah, that's what I need right there. Not just like, I don't know. Now, what is that? And you got a whole bunch of questions and stuff. And then you got to explain and try to persuade and try to sell. I need you to jump on it when you first see it. At first glance, like, yeah, man, that's impressive. That's something that's and I don't want to hear no I don't want to feel like I gotta try to justify. Yeah, is it a pure breed? Yeah, it's coming from South Africa. It's direct from South Africa. You know, they use these dogs and try to do all of this, you know, and you asking questions based off of this is how can I get one of these? Where am I trying to get it? You know, not because it looks peculiar, but because you're impressed and you're drawn to it. And that's the effect of the real Boerboel. Like, man, when I'm talking about when I pop out with my males and it's a dog show everywhere we go at any time. We can have a dog show right now. Cars gonna be slowing down. They're gonna be stopping, asking questions. What's that? Who is this? You know what I mean? And that's the effect that you want to have. You know, it feels good. It's like I got something that's valuable. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not talking about deviating away from the dog and deviating away from standards. I'm just telling you, if you have a 130-pound working Boerboel, what's the difference than having a Corso? You know, if you have a 130-pound working Boerboel. You know, that's and again, you're getting stuck with these dogs. That's not what they want. They want 160, 170, 180, a 200-pound dog. That's formidable dog. And I challenge all the older kennels, breeders that's been in this 20 plus years. If you're stuck with dogs and you're lowering your prices down consistently and making deals with other breeders, passing dogs back and forth to make room on your yard, what are you improving in the breed?
Right. You
What,
putting
what
out
are you what are you doing this for now? Nobody wants what you're producing. And the fact is, you're either watching this video now or you're watching it 2 weeks from now and you're looking at it. And the reality is, I can't make this lie up. When you look in your yard and see you're stuck with 6, 7 puppies, that's not a lie I'm telling. That's a reality you're facing.
look at yourself in the mirror. Don't be mad at
Look
me.
at
Don't
yourself
try
in
to
the mirror. Don't
criticize
get kennel
me.
blind.
Don't be kennel
y'all used to tell me
blind.
that all the time. Don't get kennel blind. Don't get blinded till you're stuck with puppies. Don't get sales blind. Don't
Yeah.
get sales blind and pretend that you're not stuck with these puppies, busting down deals and doing this or that. Or, man, I'm only going to do 2 breedings this year. You know, I'm only
Yeah.
because you know you're going to be stuck with puppies. You might
Or
need to reestablish what you have on your dog, on your yard, and what you're producing if you want to keep doing it.
and think about it like this too. Like, you know, don't try to this is another thing that I see people doing, trying to hide behind the tradition. Is like it's incompetence though. They try to use this word tradition as a cover for incompetence. They're trying to argue that the breed's history, we doing this to keep it alive, refusing to innovate or recognize the modern demands. It's just the modern
You're going to make it
society.
die out when nobody else wants it. You're going to make it die out.
You gotta recognize that it needs to be a more balanced dog, a more even keeled dog, a more utility dog, because we still keeping it intact. We still keeping it true to form. It's a utility breed. When it says the form, it doesn't have one specific purpose. It's a variety of tasks. Companion first, right? Companion first. So that means your best friend, your homie, not the one that's your companion. My friend is not running around my house, tearing up my furniture, tearing up, being a headache. My friend is not a hassle for me to have. My friend is like cool and chilling, like my puppy right here up under my feet type of thing, you know, just waiting for the next move. You know what I'm saying? Ready to bust a move, ready to do something, ready for me to make a call. That's what I like about the Boerboel. It's on point. It's ready for my cue. Like what we ready to do. It's ready. It's like you say, man. What you on is what I'm on. That's what we gotta be looking at. We gotta take this. It's like then they want to say these like selective interpretations. It's all kinds of excuses. It's all kinds of excuses.
I heard a wise man say, "Don't use the standards as a shield." Don't use the standards as a shield to say you're better than somebody or this is what I got. During this program, you're going to hear it a lot. Clients don't want that. They don't want that. So if you're breeding these dogs, what are you going to do with it? Because you're going to get 5, 6, 12 puppies a litter. What are you going to do with them? You're always hitting up the new breeders. We don't need many breeders. These dogs are going to end up in the pound, blah, 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 blah. The Boerboels you see in the pound right now are long muzzle, 130-pound working Boerboels given away at a deal or as a trade or as that, right? So it's again, what are you doing right now? You're breeding dogs that nobody wants. You're breeding dogs that you don't have a home for. They used to say, don't breed your dog until you know you have clients for that dog.
Exactly.
Kingdom Boerboels knows they have clients.
For sure.
Kingdom Boerboels know all their Boerboels have a home before the breeding is even done. So what are you making a breeding for if you know you could possibly have 16 puppies and you know Leroy and Sally Mae want a working dog. That's all that I can. They've promised to give me 1,500 or trade me a pair of boots for a puppy, right?
Yeah.
So you got somebody that's going to trade you a pair of boots or something for a puppy. So you know you got those two people that possibly might not flake out for. What are you breeding 16 puppies for? What's your plan for the other 14?
They don't have, and they don't realize that it's a tragedy. Long term, those dogs are going to end up getting like unfunctional, unserving the purpose. They're going to end up in the pound. They're going to end up likely to be put down because nobody got space for even a 130-pound dog that's jumping up and down and barking all day and night, trying to get out, trying to escape, begging for attention, begging for somebody to come and say hi. You know what I'm saying? Begging for somebody to come and pet it. They nobody got room for that. Nobody has room for that.
That's like getting a show German Shepherd that you want that looks pretty or whatever, or getting a working German Shepherd on accident because you thought it was a German Shepherd. Now you got this fucking maniac in your house. That's instead of having a 60-pound Malinois, you got a 100-pound Malinois, one of those working German Shepherds that just want to tear everything up. That's the police department wants it. You know what I'm saying? The police department wants you don't want to accidentally end up with a working German Shepherd. Right. And I promise you, you don't accidentally want to end up with I'm talking about general clients out there, California, New York, Carolina, Chicago. They don't want to accidentally end up with a working Boerboel.
Yeah, and then to be honest, like that's another excuse. That's another one of them words that they try to blanket the dog with and try to say that, you know, it's really trying to weaponize mediocrity. Let's sum it up and talk about what it really is. Your dog is mediocre. It's mediocre. It's average at best, right? Yeah. So let's just call it what it is. You want to say that it's a quote unquote working dog, but it's a mediocre. Regardless, it's a mid-range. Everything about it is mid-bone, mid-range, mid-height, mid-head, mid-section. It's just mediocre, right? It's the type of dog that you, like you said, trade for a pair of boots. Yeah, okay, get what you can for it. You got to think about yourself like this. You like a flea. You're a flea market. It's basically
it's a kind of Corso. It's a Corso. It's a
basically Corso. Yeah. It's a damn good Corso. You got a damn good Corso.
Yeah, it's an outstanding Corso, which is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But that's not, and it's proven that's not what clients want. And trying to run me out of the game, trying to run Jordan out of the game, trying to run people that breed bigger heads, bone and chest out of the game is not going to solve your problem of what you have on your yard. That's not going to solve your problem. If I disappear today, there's going to be an intelligent person that likes that style of breed that I make, and they're going to make it, right? There's going to be, and there's some up and coming ones now. There's a lot of rounds, and you'll have the same problem again. It's just supply and demand. We're in a recession, and I tell you that if people are spending their hard-earned money, that's what they want. What they want. Yeah. And they probably already sent you a video or a picture of a dog that they want, and they want to know if you can supply that.
Right. And then you can't say, well, no, that's not correct, and try to say it like it's behind the standard where it make it relevant. Well, that's irrelevant. No, it actually is relevant. This is what we saying. This is what people are telling you. This is what you need to be trying to move towards. You can't try to say, oh no, that's the wrong thing. That's incorrect. No, this is the people. You're not listening to the people. And the audience.
You won't be able to guard your ranch with this. I live in White Rocks Estates. When you get that dog from them, you won't be able to herd your sheep. You won't be able to protect your life. I live in downtown Hollywood. Right. I'm not on a ranch.
I'm in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I'm glad your dog can jump a 6-foot fence back and forth, but that's a liability in Hollywood. That's a liability in Chicago and in places in Florida. If your dog is jumping a fence and chasing somebody. If you can't contain your dog behind a 6-foot fence because it's leaping it, that's a detriment that's a liability. That's a lawsuit.
Right. And
It
let's
is.
not even get into this vicious, snarling, growling protection dog that you done trained to rip off arms and sleeves and stuff.
Yeah,
Right now, he running around loose. He done jumped the fence. He was bitching. He done down the street. He done jumped the fence. Hey, you got a trained killer out there.
yeah, you got
You-
so people calling animal control swiftly on you.
yeah,
They're
and
calling
then
animal control, and then
man, bro, listen, don't let the dog bite something because I got professional trainers come around here. They don't want to take a hit off Joko in the sleeve. You
no,
understand? So don't let the dog rip somebody's arm off. It's a wrap. You're going to jail. You're going to the dog kennel. You're going to the prison. You're going to the dog pound.
exactly.
Yeah, concrete and cages, buddy. That's
Yeah.
what you got coming. Yeah.
And then also what's going to happen is you're going to sell your puppy to somebody. 6 months later, they're going to call Jordan. They're going to call me. And I'm telling you, I get this call 2-3 times a day, every day a week. They're going
Already
to call
know.
us and they're going to say, what can I feed my Boerboel to make it look like yours?
Yeah, I need to get some of that. What you feeding, man? You got yeah. How
And
do
I'm
you
gonna
get?
say it's nothing. Look at me, Jordan. Look at me. I'm 5'6", 230-pound fat ass. There's nothing you can feed me to make me look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I just got bad body DNA, right? It's nothing you can feed me to make me look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's nothing you can feed that Boerboel over there to make it look like Jordan's Boerboel or my Boerboel. It's in the DNA. If you don't have, you can put on some muscle on some dogs so you can work it out, get some nutrition, and you can add some muscle to your dogs, but food can't add bone. You
Yeah,
can't add bone with food. Your
right.
food can't add bone. It can't add a massive head, and the food can't widen out the chest. It can get some muscle definition, but that chest width is genetics. That head dimension is genetics. The thickness of the bone is genetics. The only thing you can alter is a little bit of muscle. That's it. The rest is in the DNA. You got it on your yard or you don't. You purchased it from the right breeder or you didn't.
Right. That mass that the Boerboel's supposed to have, that thickness, that volume, that what you see, that like you see it, that well developed, that all that head, that neck, that chest, that shoulders, all of that you can't just build that up through your food, right? You can't just, it ain't even, you can get some things through working out and through the feed and whatever, right? But it's still based off of your genetic code. You gotta have the base. Hey, and don't get mad at us, the critics, because we got the base, right? We got the whip. We know how to whip it together and put it together and make it pop. And what they want is, and they keep coming back for some more. Don't be mad at me.
For some more, and that's what they want.
Yeah, because they keep watching, keep saying, this is what I want. This is what I got to have when my money get right. I'm coming over there. That's where I'm gonna get it. When I get my money saved up, I'm gonna stack it up until I get that. Hey, and I'm coming to holler at you, Jordan. I'm coming over there to rap with you, Savage. Yes. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me because I'm doing what we know how to whip it. Hey, bro, you know how to whip it. You got an eye for this thing. You listening to the people. You listening to the audience.
Listening
You're here to serve them.
What they want.
You're serving the people. You're giving them what they need. This is what they need. It's not just what they want. It's what they need.
A deterrent, guard dog, loving family member with an even temperament, with the disposition that I will bite if I need to. Again, my house is 3,000 square feet. I deal with people that have houses 6,000 square feet. I deal with people that have houses 11,000 square feet. So with that said, they need their Boerboel to make it from the back door to the front door, right? They need the dog to make it from the back door to the front door when an intruder comes in and tries to assault their wife or their kids or take their valuables. They don't need a dog to cover 6 miles of their city limits, right?
Right, running down the street.
They don't need a dog to patrol their entire city. They don't need a dog to patrol their entire neighborhood, right? They needed to go 50 feet this direction, 50 feet that direction inside of a average 200, I said 200, god damn, that's a big house. 2,000 square foot home. They need a dog to be able to protect that comfort. Because I get that call all the time. Man, that dog gonna be tired after running 50 yards. Yeah, that motherfucker gonna be tired after running 50 feet and biting the fuck out of you. I don't need him to run 50.
Yeah. If you still stupid enough to come past that, yeah,
exactly.
I feel sorry for you. I was gonna have to pop you anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And the point being that is if you break in my house and then you somehow get out of my house and run 50 yards away and my dog is chasing you and biting the fuck out of you, I'm getting sued now.
Not right.
If you're
now
inside
you
my
in trouble.
property, I'm good. But if my dog has chased you a quarter of a mile, if you were lucky enough to get out of the house and you get a quarter of a mile down the street and he tagged your ass, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, and that's
I need that motherfucker to say.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I got rid of him, Dad.
Yeah. I was gonna kill him if he'd have came in here, Dad. I was gonna kill him. I promise you that. I was gonna take him out.
Dad.
I was gonna eat him up. I was ready.
Hey, can I get back on the couch?
Yeah. Right. I'm chilling.
Back on the couch?
Let's get back to chilling, man. You know, I don't know why they want to mess with me.
Hey, Dad, I'm tired. Can I get back? I gotta get back on the couch.
Yeah. And then see, like, you know, when you said something that was important though, like when you start talking about the consequences, you start talking about with the the lawsuits, the cases, the dog pound, going to jail. Listen, those are going to be occurring way more frequently because that's one of the consequences of ignoring the modern needs. Okay, that's what's happening. You're ignoring the modern civil society. You're ignoring the audience. You're ignoring the people. You're still trying to justify what you're doing. What you're doing ain't working.
Impress a registry. You're breeding to impress 5 or 6 breeders that's been in the business for 20 plus years that have a stagnant idea of the breed. They have a 1980s idea, nostalgia of the breed, and they haven't sold a puppy in 13 of the last 20 years themselves. So you're trying to impress them because they've been a long while. The clients don't want that. It's not because I said it. It's not because that's what I want it to be. It's because they're calling you and looking at what you got and saying, never mind. They're calling you, showing you a picture of my dog. You're saying, no, you don't got it. Look at that top line. Look at that angulation. And they're saying, okay, I'm sorry, Ms. Jackson. I'll call you back. And they're hanging up the phone and they're going someplace else. That's the proof.
And the only thing that they progressing is, like you said, them problems. That's the only thing that's going to progress. And they not really preserving nothing. Okay, well, you may be preserving because, like you're saying, if you're holding all the dogs back and you're just keeping them for yourself, and that's one thing. But don't try to push this on us. Don't try to push that on the agenda on the people. That's what they want. You got to listen to the people. This is about the people. You serve the people as a breeder. And if
you're saying it's about the dog and not the people, then where the fuck you gonna put the 16 puppies you just produced? So it has to be about the people that's going to take your puppies. And you're gonna say it's gonna be like, oh, look at them, they're doing it for money, they're doing it this for that, where is your dog gonna go?
Where is your dog relating to today's society?
It doesn't relate. Who's gonna take it? If
it's irrelevant.
Yeah, where's your puppy? Who wants
those unnecessary traits? Those are unnecessary traits. Who wants that? There's no place for it. You're talking about something that's jumping through this, jumping out of the car, running down the street, chasing people, biting them, dragging them down. Man, listen, my wife, she see that stuff, she's terrified. Yeah. She see a dog, a big, strong, 200-something pound dude can barely hold the dog. He biting people, ripping the arm off the sleeve, ripping the sleeve off the arm. My wife like, whoa, maybe that might be too much for me, baby. Yeah. And that's what they're telling me. And people say, man, I like how you have the Boerboels with the fam. I like how you got your dogs. They mindful. They hanging out. They're not a threat to the regular civilized society. I see you got them off leash. They mobbing with you. They staying close by. right? He not interested in anything, deers and squirrels and rabbits and raccoons. He ain't trying to attack random people walking. You feel comfortable. That's what we talking about, man. That's what's really going on. Your dog is cool, man. I see you having videos hanging out. He running with, you know, different people holding them and whatnot. He's social. He's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dog that people want. Not something. Hey, you know, it looks like fun. The ladies having fun,
like
man,
fun.
hanging out.
They're having fun.
Yeah, not this snarling, growling, vicious, you know what I'm saying, attack a thing. Hey, man, the lady's scared. I have never seen, or very rarely do I see. Now, the dog, remember, we trying to protect the family, household, and prized possessions. The most things that's important to our life, the priceless possessions. That's what we trying to protect. So we got the dogs, right? And now rarely do you see. Now, in one case, I wouldn't mention Dark Dynasty's big shout out to Dark Dynasty because he does have a child holding the dog while he does the protection training. But that's the only case that I have seen where it's a lady, a nanny, an auntie, a granny, a child, or anything of the such. You know, one of the most vulnerable of our society managing a dog like that. You don't see that often. You don't see you don't see the people, you know, like that we buying the dogs to protect doing that.
And I'll tell you what, and I talk to my clients all the time. They're always talking to me, getting feedback. They see a viral video from Savage Kingdom, but people aren't idiots. They shop around. And so I hear it all the time. I've been trying to do my homework. I first seen a Boerboel from you. I didn't know what it was. And I started looking and I seen this kennel and I seen that kennel. And I just started searching around kennel after kennel after kennel after kennel. And I got to tell you, and I hear this every day, every single day, multiple times a day. There's no dogs out there like yours. Yeah. I'm looking for more dogs like yours, and it's maybe one or two breeders. That's why I'm back to you. So these people aren't impulsing off of one video, one viral video, and coming straight to me. They're doing their homework. They're looking at, I'm not going to mention no names, but they're looking at this Sab's breeder, that Sab's breeder, that Sab's breeder, this neighbor breeder, this neighbor breeder, that neighbor breeder. They're looking at you. And then they're coming back to me. I just don't see. I see Barack. I see Dozer. I see these dogs you've produced. You're showing all these dogs on your yard that you've produced, right? Because I'm not like some breeders that just show you the dogs that I breed and the dogs that I purchased. I've always consistently. I don't have one Dozer. Dozer is just the only black dog I have like that. But I have plenty of Barack clones the same size as Dozer, right?
Right, so SKB.
I don't see those dogs, so they're coming back to me. So
and they say, it comes my way. It comes my way, and it's like the next best thing. Hey, like I've been taught. I just hit one, sent one up to Minnesota. You know who I'm talking about? One of your people.
You just hit who?
I sent one up to Minnesota. One of the dude, yeah, he was like, man, you know, you because of the litter, the way that they have filled, you didn't have as many puppies. And he was like, man, the closest thing that I could find to what you Savage was the dog that you had over Balto. Come on, let me get that.
That's what I'm saying. These clients are looking, so they're not just stuck off of. What I'm trying to say, Jay, is they're not just stuck off of a viral video and just going off of that. They're active before they even come to me. They're looking at $5, $6, $7 because they're assuming that my dogs cost 30, 40,000. They're assuming that it's out of their league at first. So they're not coming to me directly. They're searching around first. And then the first thing they're saying, brother, man, I know I might not be able to afford it, but I've looked at dozens of kennels and I don't see dogs that look like yours. What's your price, brother? What's your price?
I got that habit.
I tell them my price, and they're like, "Oh, it's not crazy. It's high, but it's not crazy like I thought. I thought it was going to be like $30,000." So I looked at this Sab's breeder, this Sab's breeder, this neighbor's breeder, this neighbor's breeder, but they don't have what I want. And I'm glad you're higher, but it's not as high as I originally thought.
Yeah, and it's what you got that I need. That's what you want. I don't care what, you know, I'm the type of person, I see what I want, I buy what I want.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't care. That's what I got to have. I pay the cost. I got to get it. I got to have it. It's not about the cost. I'm going to give you your cheese. That's what I want. That's what I got to have. Boerboel breeders, wake up. We trying to help you. We trying to open up your eyes. This is what we got going on. This is how we win it. You want to win? You don't have to be jealous and envious. Just you can get your dogs from it. Well, we'll help you. You up your stock if that's what you got to do, or pay attention to what's going on and come the closer. I mean, it's often duplicated, imitated. It's often imitated, never duplicated.
Yeah.
It's only one way. It's very few. Savage, exotic, one of the ways that you can for sure get what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And the evidence is there. The proof is in the production.
If you're getting stuck with dogs, you have to add something different to your yard that people want. Go to Ohio and see Jordan Pittman and get something off of one of those monsters that he has on his yard and incorporate it into your program. Yeah. Get something from somebody else that has head, bone, and chest that the client wants and put it on your yard.
Get you some strength. Get you a puppy. Get you a Barack puppy. Get you some of that bloodline. Where it's out there. You see what it's doing. You see how it's working for us. You see what we working with.
Don't worry about no appraisal score because that's some made up shit.
Right. That's a politics. That's more
made up shit. Ain't
that's
no
politics. And it's so much of influence. Is all they buying that. They paying that.
I don't care your dog has a 92% appraisal score from such and such in this registry. Nobody don't care. That's not going to sell you a dog because you got a 9. When they look at your dog with a peanut head and it's got a 92% appraisal score, they don't care about that. They're going to move on to somebody else. So don't get fooled with that hype because their dog was there. And oh man, your dog's not Sam's. Oh man, your dog's not neighbor. I don't have puppies held back. I don't have 12 puppies sitting in the back. That's a made up crap, man. Show me a Doberman with an appraisal score. Show me a German Shepherd, a Rottweiler. Show me a Great Dane. Show me a penguin with an appraisal score. That's something they made up in Boerboels. That's different crap. That's not going to sell you a dog. That's not going to stop you from being stuck with puppies. If you're a breeder and you really want to continue doing what you do, you have to have a place for your puppy to go. So you have to have something that people want and will take off your yard and will keep for the remainder of their life and not just give away to their cousin or auntie and end up in a pound because that's not really what they want. They got your dog for $1,000. They don't like it. They're going to save up for another 2 years to finally get exotic Boerboel or a savage Boerboel, and then your dog is going to go to the wayside. That's not what they want. And you gotta face it. You gotta do something. So I'm not saying don't get correct dogs. I'm not saying don't get dogs with good top line, good angulation, and good standards. Those are important. But get a bigger dog with good top line angulation and standards. Start bettering the breed and biggering the breed to what people want. You just got to do it.
Exactly.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Are you just going to keep sitting there with a sour face, mad at me for no reason?
Hating on me, making up profiles, making up fake names, going in and trolling on our pages, doing all that kind of stuff. Like that still ain't advancing your program.
Get pages deleted.
Right, reporting pages, trying to get pages banned and blocked. Like man, stop. We got websites. You can't block a website. How are you gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? They don't understand, man. And it's one of the consequences. They ignoring the modern needs. They ignoring it. The traits that are relevant. Like you said, man, come on, get you some of this thickness. Come on, get you some of this width. Come on, get you some of this head. Right?
Stop using a standard as a shield to produce something that people don't want. And I know that a lot of my haters aren't going to like that. And I know some of my buddies in the breed aren't going to like that. But I started off the show saying it. I'm going to say the same thing. If you're getting stuck with puppies, why are you doing this?
Yeah, my dude.
If every litter you're pulling out your freaking hair, wondering what you're going. Oh man, my puppy's 9 weeks old and I still got 7 of them, and you're pulling out your hair trying to figure out what your dogs are going to go. Stop it. Stop it. Reduce. You gotta redo something in your program. I'm not saying get out of the game. I'm saying take a pause. The money you do got in your pocket, go try to get an older dog or some puppies from something that's going to sell. Stop doing the same thing. So every litter you're stressing out, because you got to take a look and figure out what you're doing. Right,
and trying to persuade and trying to sell and trying to influence, right? We're trying to change and shift the narrative off the dog and into the politics and into the standard and the paperwork, right? Stop trying to ignore the fact of the matter and that the dog that's sitting in front of you. You need this top exotic savage stock. You gotta get it in your program, in your life, and then you can come along and join the movement, because we strong enough to stand on our own. We ain't making no excuses. We're not trying to justify what we doing. We putting out there what we got. This is what we have to offer. People come in and get it. They happy with it, and that's how we win it. It's plain and simple. It's plain and simple. We're not trying to, like you said, man, using a shield to try to pump up and weaponize idiot incompetence. Right? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You gotta be objective. You gotta be real with yourself. And my dude already told me, hey man, you about to make 80% of the people mad at you. Oh, so be it. Yeah. It's the truth. I'm a true warrior. I'm here to stand for the truth. That's what I speak.
And I know for a fact that you have to realize that Savage Kingdom isn't waking up in the morning looking at their phone and having 7, 10, 15 messages on their phone with pictures from somebody else's kennel. Did you see this video? Did you see this video? Did you see that video? I'm averaging 4 to 6 viral videos a year. I know you got a lot of viral videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That
man, I'm taking calls all day. You know what I'm saying? Every day, all day.
A video doesn't go
messages
viral
after message.
I'm a good salesman. A video doesn't go viral because I'm a good salesman or Jordan's a good salesman. It goes viral because they see a fucking creature on that video that they want. That's amazing to them.
Yeah,
they see something that, wow, that's a freaking dinosaur.
We made a conscious decision. We say, look, we're going to give the people what they want. We're going to give them what they need. We're going to give them what they can use, that they're going to be proud of, that they're going to beat their chest and say, that's my dog. You see my dog? You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of my dog and I represent my dog. My dog represent me. They don't want them scraggly little jumpy that just going crazy, running around like a maniac, trying to jump out the windows and jump out of the cars and jump over fences and run out people chasing down the street. Man, come on, man.
Oh, and let me say something, because I don't want to offend nobody, because I like Connie Corsos, right? I do love them. I do love Connie.
Second best breed.
Yeah, they're a good dog. So when I say that 130-pound dog, that 130-pound Boerboel is a Corso, I'm not doing it as an insult. I'm just saying that's, if I want a 130-pound dog, what a lot of people don't understand what Corso means. Connie Corso. Corso is a sight hound. It's a hunting dog. It's a dog that moves by sight. It's a coursing dog. It's the dog that's running 6 miles, right? A farm dog, a Boerboel, was a guardian against apex predators. He wasn't built to run after a fucking lion. That's what I don't get when people say, can he run 6 miles? He wasn't built to chase a lion. He was built to draw a fucking line in the sand and say, don't cross this. You see me? You see how big I am? Don't cross this. That lion wants an easy prey. So don't get it confused and say, oh, Savage Kingdom is saying the lion hunter can kill a lion. No, it can't kill the lion. But just like every animal on earth, that lion is looking at that dog and saying, man, I could fuck that dog up, but he might give me a black eye. You know what I'm saying? He might get one in on me, so I'm going someplace else. There's an easier target someplace else. And that's called a deterrence because they're seeing that Boerboel and they're like,
He ain't scared.
man,
He's standing up.
there's a golden retriever down the street that I can take out easier, right? I'm gonna go someplace else. It's easier prey. That's what the cheetah is thinking, or that's what the leopard is thinking. There's an easier place than that Boerboel. Yeah, I can kill him, but I'm going over there. And that Boerboel he's not going to chase it down. He's going to stand right here and say, if you want my cattle, come get it.
Come on with it.
I'm not chasing you 6 miles. Come get it. It's
Right.
a guard dog.
You're going to have to
It's
get
not
through
a
me.
hunting dog. It's not a coursal dog. It's a guard dog.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that does not take away from the course or a working dog or running Boerboel because it is that what you like. You know, that's what you like. You know, I got one for you. You know, we got something like that for you too. But at the same time, we talking to the breeders. We specifically coming at the ones that's got all of these dogs that nobody seems to want, and then they're trying to justify it through the standard. They're trying to say, okay, this is what it's supposed to be, and you just ignoring the market demands, ignoring the modern needs, breeding the unnecessary, irrelevant traits. Breeding it towards this, like, okay, like I said, I got that dog. That's my favorite. That's my dog. But that's not the dog that I primarily use for breeding. Now I got sisters and I got driver. I want to keep that in my lines. Yes. But do I want to? Is that what we promoting, that we selling it? Yeah, it's okay. It's cool. We're not taking away from that. But listen, we gotta be objective. We gotta listen to the people. We gotta listen to the market, to the trends. You gotta be about. This is about the business. How to win at the business.
It's a business. So preserving the breed is a business, and there has to. You can keep some stock that's traditional, ideally what they wanted in the 1960s for a dog. The nostalgia of it, you can keep that. But there is a marketplace for other dogs that those dogs won't survive or thrive in. There's a marketplace for a bigger dog. And then when you're saying health this and health that, these dogs are just as healthy. They're healthy as long as you're doing it healthy and stuff like that. They want bigger. This is America, right? This is America. We want bigger steaks. We want bigger plates. We want bigger cars. We want bigger breasts, bigger butts, bigger dogs. We want bigger. It's not saying bigger is better, but that's what you want. That's what you want. Anything, you gotta give the clients what they want.
And I think that you brought up a very good point too. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the politics, a lot of the smoke screen, the illusion, right? All of this stuff with the standardizing what's correct and justified, and we're trying to say this is all about establishing value. That's what it's all about.
Establishing value.
It's about big eye. My dog is bigger, better, whatever, regardless of what everyone else's visual eyes are saying to you. Look at what I wrote down. Look at what my friend said. This is what my friend is the judge. Look at what the judge said. The judge said, this is better. Even though that you don't really like this, let me try to justify it, explain and persuade you as to why. It doesn't work like that. That ain't the way that it's supposed to go. Right. That's not what's really that's not what's going on. And I just wanted to finish that up. I'm kind of running out of words, big bro. I think we kind of expressed ourselves and made our point.
I would say one thing, man. Get rid of appraisal scores. It's stupid. It's a judge that might like you, might like the dog that you might like the kennel that you got your puppy from, might not like the kennel that you got your puppy from. They're antiquated, outdated, made up money grabs, in my opinion. There's no other breed. Correct me if I'm wrong. There is no other breed where you pay for a dog, get breeding rights from the breeder, and then you have to go to the registry and show the registry your dog to get permission to breed your dog. There's no other registry that does that. Again, let me break it down again. You pay good money from your dog, from your breeder. Your breeder gives you breeding rights. Every other registry, that's it. That's it. Send in your paperwork and you got your registration. Boerboels are the only one that you pay for your dog, pay good money. Your breeder gives you breeding rights. Now you have to pack your dogs up in a car and travel. If it's not one in your city, you might have to travel 2-3 cities away. In some cases, 2-3
States.
states away to have them look at your dog for 10 minutes, charge you $200, and say, "Hey, now you can breed your dog."
Yeah, and not just that. Okay, yeah, your
Yeah.
dog is good. We'll give you some score. We'll give you some points. We'll give you a score. Your dog is good. It's great, in fact, but it's not as great as mine. It's not as good as mine, and it's not as good as my partner here, that one that organized this event, because he brought all of y'all here and we made all of this money. We're gonna look out for him. Now, if you want to get up there,
The
you want to
host
get
of
your
the show
dog
almost
up.
always gets dog of the show. That's crazy, right?
That's crazy, but
That's
the way that it goes. Hey, I just saw a breeder.
The show, who's ever hosting the appraisal show, 90% of the time gets the dog of the day.
99.9%
of the time. If Peter Pan hosts the show, his female or his male is going to get dog of the day. That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
that's crazy, right?
But we got to remember, you got to follow the paper trail. The organizer of the event is going to make the organization a lot of money, right? He's going to make the organization relevant by even having a purpose for being there, because they're there to collect fees.
Do those appraisal points lead you up? Like, so I understand other reps, so don't get appraisals confused with dog shows when you can earn championships and you can earn other things for your dogs. You can earn a master, grandmaster, or whatever.
Right.
That appraisal
is
giving you permission to breed. That's crazy. No other registry gives you permission. They'll do a dog show where you can elevate your dog's status and you can show your dog up and they can become a champion, a grand champion, and stuff like that. An appraisal stops at that 5 minutes that they have your dog walk in a circle. Really? 5 minutes a dog?
Come on. That's why
in a circle 2 times, jog 15 feet that way, jog 15 feet back, and give you appraisal. Get Sab's neighbor, get rid of the appraisal scores, or come out with a great validation for what you needed. And it's not to save the dogs, because again, I sell more dogs a year than anybody in Sab's or neighbors combined for more money, and nobody gives a damn about an appraisal score. So you up and coming breeders, you people that's in here now, tell your registries that's bull crap. Stop it. My breeder gave me permission to breed my dog already. My dog came with breeding rights. Stop trying to extort me for a couple of extra $100 plus the gas, mileage, time, stress of getting to your appraisal show. Cut it out. Joseph Phillips, Max Tran, Melinda Hellman, judges, who's ever judges these shows, who's ever running these things. Stop it. Stop it.
Right.
Stop.
Yeah,
do a dog
we done
show.
pulled the covers off.
Don't do appraisals. As a registry, do a dog show.
Please.
Do a dog show. Stop the appraisals. Cut that out.
Yeah, I'll come to that. I'll come to the dog show where it's going to be. Yeah, bring the people out. Let's get the people together. Yeah, come on, let's celebrate for real. Let's crown some champions.
Exactly. If your breeder gave you permission to breed the dog, you're not in that process. You shouldn't be having to give another permission to breed the dog. Oh, you got to get an appraisal score in order to get registry for your puppies. Stop it. Again, the owners of these registries, Matt Tran, the higher ups in the registries, Joseph Phillips, Melinda Hellman, who's ever in these breeds, I'm just saying, stop it. It's irrelevant. It's non-needed. Let's move forward. It's antiquated. Let's do a dog show.
Big dog shows. Man, let's get it going. Right, Boerboel breeders, look, come on now, wake up, y'all. How long are y'all going to continue to just chase this down, try to buddy up and booty kiss it? I mean, I hate to put it like that, but that's the only way that I can subscribe it. You don't have to do that.
Tell me the relevancy of a appraisal.
Yeah,
tell me Tell me again. There's no other breed that does it.
Hey, And they over there doing, they call themselves, they got rookies. They got people that ain't just now established calling themselves appraisals. It's crazy. It's crazy. They haven't even been in the breed. And then, come on now.
Now you got judges who haven't had 2 litters of dogs before.
Come on, man. Are you serious?
Yeah. You got buddies judging buddies' dogs. And again, in one of the registries, I'm not saying in both registries, and I'm not going to name the registry, but it's one registry where the person whoever, if it's in city, if it's in Kansas City and Peter Pan is hosting the appraisal, he's getting dog of the day. If it's in New York and Michael Johnson is holding the appraisal, he's getting dog of the day. He's getting the highest score. Come on, that does. Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. Go look through the registry records and see who it is. Right?
Look through the records.
I've been to too many appraisals, and the appraiser, the one who was hosting the show, got the dog of the day. I've seen it all the time.
All the time. If you follow the money, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
you're organizing. You're bringing us money. Yeah, we're gonna look out for you. Yeah, throw him a couple extra points. He bringing us money. He set up 10 people.
Are the person who showed up with a dog that they brought from the appraiser. It's getting dog of the day. Stop it.
Yeah, and got people who were spending their hard-earned money, really believing in this, really like they need this. You don't need none of that stuff. The dogs, show your dogs, show your dogs, put your dog out there.
Breed something to the standard that people want. That's number one. Again, if you're getting stuck with puppies, it's a reason. It's a reason why some breeders are charging top dollar and are sold out on a waiting list. And there's a reason why some people with high appraisal scores are selling their dogs for cheap and stuck with them 18, 20 weeks old. And I created a Boerboel group on Facebook, one of the biggest ones, Big Texas Boerboels. I created that. Is for everybody else. And I see every day, this Stabs breeder needs approval for this post. This neighbor breeder needs an approval for this post. They got a post where they're selling 7 dogs, 8 weeks old. I see it every day when I go. I don't even sell dogs in my own group no more, right? Because I don't need to. So it's a group helping Stabs and neighbors breeders come and sell their dogs. And you see it, just go scroll through there, and I guarantee you, there's an established breeder you can call right now and take a puppy home tonight for $2,000. I guarantee you, they got a 15-week-old puppy you can come grab right now. You can look on any Boerboel group that allows you to advertise puppies, and you can get you a puppy tonight, and that tells you something. Again, that has to tell you something, that you can get a puppy from that breeder tonight. I'm not talking about a puppy at 8 weeks old that usually goes home. I'm talking about a puppy 12, 16, 20 weeks old. No, we're looking for Pete Collar at home, 22 weeks old, 70 pounds. The dog's already, the dog's already been teased and finna go in his first season. You're looking for a good home because nobody wants it, right? So again, what are you breeding for? If you're getting stuck with puppies, what are you breeding for? Refocus, tighten up. The consumers play a major role in preserving this breed because you need a home for those puppies. And it's not going to be on a farm. I'm telling you, it's not going to be on a ranch. It's just far and few ranches that want the dog, need the dog, or that there's even a ranch that is available for the dog, right?
Right. Yeah, we got a good question that this came through too. I was reading it. It says the court of the country of origin set the standard. If you deviate from that standard to please the American market, would that not be considered the American Boerboel, like the Japanese Kita versus the American Kita? Well, to some degree, I kind of see what you're saying, right? Well, because it's bred and born in America, and it's like that. Well, see, here's the thing, though. You got to remember that the South African market is the one that created the standard for the dog, and that's they are the one that developed the breed to have those traits. All we're doing is selecting the ones that we deem valuable, All we're doing is selecting the ones. So we're not creating an American Boerboel. It is the truest form of the Boerboel. It's the one that the modern market needs. It's the one that the modern market, because the standard was written and the way that the dogs fit in, that those dogs don't fit into today's modern society. Right. So we have to take, this is the modern American. It's not a modern American. It's the modern South African Boerboel. It's not a different breed of dogs like the American Akita or the Japanese Akita. It's not a different breed. Some people, they don't call it American Akitas. They're still Japanese Akitas bred in America.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
just like there's no German Rottweiler or American Rottweiler, just two different sides of the standards, and which one do you want? Which one is ending up in pounds? And I'm guaranteeing you the side of the standard I got is not ending up in pounds.
No, you don't. You're not gonna see that.
The side of the standard I got is not ending up in pounds. So you can call it an American Boerboel or a South African Boerboel. That's not true. That's just what people get. Because again, there's no such thing as a German Rottweiler or American Rottweiler. Just do you want that big head or you want that smaller head? Do you want that taller body or that stockier body? It's just, if you're breeding, I'm not talking about breeding excessively outside of the standard. I'm talking about breeding to one side of the standard or breeding to the standard that clients want, right? So again, it's not like I'm adding something in there. I'm not adding in a Mastiff or adding in a XXXXL bully or something.
Or a Merle or something.
I'm not bringing different bloodlines or genetics into the dog. I'm just trying to get Shaq on every litter.
We're evolving. We're evolving. We're selecting. We're developing is right. The better in the breed.
So that answers the questions right there. The reason to breed is the better than what the original standard was. So you're telling me if you gotta stay strictly to the standard, there's nothing you can do better.
Right.
If you got to strictly to the standard from 1970, there's nothing you can do better. But if you can get it a little bit bigger and get it a little bit better, you're bettering the breed. You're bettering the breed to what the market wants. It's bettering the breed. And I believe I bettered the breed, and my clients believe I bettered the breed.
A point that I would like to make too regarding standards, right? Part of the way that had was the concept behind the science of breeding standards is to evolve at purity, right? It's about the eugenics type of experiments, that they was doing where they thought that you can develop pure races of people. So that even logical has been challenged is one of the things of the debate, the modern debate in the dog world is standardized purebred dog breeding. Does it really benefit breeds long term? And so that's something to be also that we have to explore probably on a later date, because we just
what does really bettering the breed mean?
What is really bettering the breed mean? Exactly. Does it mean?
That's the question these old breeders always ask you. What are you doing to better the breed? You've been here for 20 years. What have you done to better the breed? Right.
There you go.
So what does bettering the breed mean? Does it mean getting bigger, better? Exposing the breed to other people, again, continuously making the dog appeasing to the public. And again, we're not giving away dogs for free. We're not flooding the market with dogs that are ending up in pounds. We're making dogs that are going into long-term loving homes, right?
Yeah.
Again, there's not too many people that's going to pay $5,000 plus to put a dog in the pound, right? But when your Boerboels end up on Boerboel.com, not Boerboel.com, but when they end up on Craigslist or something like that, or Hoobly or something like that for sale for $800, then that's apparently the wrong course to be going. When your dogs are selling for less and less, those are dogs that if I pay $5,000 for a dog, that dog's not going nowhere unless I can get a good return on it. If I get a dog for $800 to $1,500, I'm gonna be looking at that dog's food bill. I'm like, God damn, I got him for $1,500. I'm spending $500 a month to feed this motherfucker. I can't give it away. I'm gonna put it in the pound. So you start. I got vet bills. I got those bills. I got this bills. all right, that $800 Boerboel gotta go. You know,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
800 Boerboel that looks like a Corso gotta go.
and then because the dog really, you done had it for so long, you done kept it, and it's now it's a wild dog. It's like a feral dog. It's a pack animal. He can't fit into the family. He don't no human. He ain't been handled. He ain't been trained. He got set in his routine, banging with other dogs, fighting to survive, fighting to live, fighting to and that's just not ideal. You gotta take a look at yourself, boy, buddies.
Yeah.
Seriously, are
So,
you really better in the breed without some? Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Better is very subjective without some kind of rigid test, and that's up to debate, right? Because if you put a Big Mac in front of me and you put a Five Guys hamburgers in front of me, it don't take too much of a test for me to say that Five Guys hamburger is better, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you put an average Boerboel in front of me and a savage Boerboel in front of me, I don't take too much of a rigid test, right? Because again, I'm not saying that this dog has to jump a hurdle. This dog has to do this. This dog has to do that. This dog only has to be pleasing to me and a deterrent, and that dog's going to sell versus this dog that's less appealing, right? So that test does not have to be as rigid as you see. It could be a visual test, and that's what it is with these clients, because they're visually searching every kennel and they're deciding what's better by who they're giving their money to. That's the rigid test. Who's the clients giving their money to? That's what's telling me who's better, because they're not giving in a business. That's what's telling me if this clothing brand is better than that clothing brand, right?
What's selling?
Is my clothing brand in Walmart or is my clothing brand in Fifth Avenue Saks? That's not too much of a rigid test. It's an eye test. My dog is here. That dog is there. This dog is selling for this much. This dog is for selling that much. That's about as rigid as a test has to do to be what's better. And again, that's just my opinion.
No, you got a good perspective there, because at this show we talking about business.
We're talking about the business end, moving your puppy.
Right.
What the American clients want.
Right. We talking about right. What is the market demand? Trends in the market. What is moving? What is not? It's not about really, like, we're going for visual appeal. We're looking at from the show aspect versus what they're claiming to be correct, what they're attempting to justify, even though those dogs aren't moving, that the puppies, that the market doesn't want it.
Monetary success, monetarily wise, who the clients want to spend their money on. You can't change that by saying that you got a better appraisal score. You can't say that by, I hate Savage Kingdom. You can't change that, right? You can't change what they want, right?
You can't persuade it. You can't try to the fact, you know what I mean, change it. Hey, look at this, look at that, and then try to pick our dogs apart. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna change the fact that this is what I want. You can't try to tell me I'm wrong for wanting what I want. You got to listen to the client. You got to listen to the customer.
And listen, Cal just made a point, and I'm gonna throw that point back at him. He said, I listened to the Locks over Taylor Swift any day, and the Locks ain't sold nothing compared to Taylor Swift. And that's a great point, but you didn't make the point, Cal, that you were trying to make. You listen to a specific music that 50 people want to listen to. Taylor Swift has millions of people listening to him. You're one of 50 people listening to the Locks. And you're stuck in that bubble. Oh, I listen to the Locks, but Taylor Swift sells more. There's a billion fucking people listening to Taylor Swift. And that's what I'm saying about the dogs.
Right. If the goal is to sell.
Yeah. There's 50 people that want that working dog, and there's a billion people that want the big head, big chest.
You got to listen to
the big head, big chest.
Right. What is selling? If your goal
still stands. Taylor Swift is selling out across the world.
So if you want to make records, and if you want to be successful,
I listen to the Locks.
Right,
but there's a billion kids and women and children around the world that want Taylor Swift and don't care that you're and me jamming to the locks in the car. They don't know Taylor
Right.
Swift is selling.
Well, you gotta be, and if you're trying to sell, if you're trying to make hit records, if you want to win,
And so that makes Taylor Swift the best. It makes her the best.
she
It makes Taylor Swift the best.
She number one right now.
She number one.
She number one.
You know, if you're looking at sales, if you're looking at Grammys, you know, if you're looking at that total combined, you got Taylor Swift, Beyonce, and they are the best. You can't, because their accolades and their monetary success of who's lining up to go in those concerts.
Numbers don't lie.
You might like, let me look at you might like let me think, man. You might like, I can't think of somebody else. You might like this country singer better. You might be jamming this other person all the time on your radio.
And it ain't nothing wrong with it. That's what you
ain't
like.
Nothing wrong with you liking that, but that's you. Billions of other people want Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Right. That's what they're listening for. So if you're gonna make music and you want a financial gain, you're gonna make the music that Taylor Swift and Beyonce are making, right?
For sure, bro. For sure. Hey, listen, man. Listen. They need to catch up. We're gonna bring you up to speed. That's what's going on.
We've been on here too long, brother.
No, listen, no, it's good. No, we good. I think we laid that down on the what we came to say that we done said it, summed it up pretty good. You know, I think that you got any more points that you want to make?
I missed the show, man. I know life, man. I missed the show.
Yeah, we gonna get back to it though. Listen, we just gotta be, put a little space in between so we can do those other things that's necessary,
Yep.
you know. And
Boerboel breakdown and discussion might not be here when you want, but we're here when you need.
Right. We got your back. We in this. We here for you, y'all. We're not going nowhere.
Here every Thursday when you want us, but we here when you need us.
That's right. Hey, listen, I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope we brought some entertainment, some things, some very valid points for you to consider.
Yep.
At the end of the day, the Boerboel is the best breed. The ones that we producing is the best dogs. That we are in pursuit of the best dog you could possibly have in the history of all dogs.
Can I say one thing before we break? I know this ain't part of our usual show, and regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, I want to strongly encourage everyone to go and vote. I believe it's your civic duty. I don't care if you're voting for the same person I'm voting for or the opposite person I'm voting for. So I'm not even going to tell you who I'm voting for. I'm going to just say, go vote. If you're eligible to vote, go vote. I don't care what political side you're on. I'm not going to make it of this versus that. Just vote. Use your right as an American citizen to go vote. Again, I don't care who you vote for. Just vote.
Yeah, I concur. Right, like you said, that's our civic duty. I did see a question that came through. Any advice for a new breeder selling puppies? Let me answer that for my man real quick. Like I said, one of the best. What advice would you give for a new breeder selling puppies?
I don't want to be too controversial for a new breeder. So what I did, a good advice is I watched and listened for a while, and I looked at who was successful, and I just emulated what they did. Don't get wrapped up in the politics. I don't care what somebody's position is on any registry or anything like that. If they can't sell dogs, if the public don't want them, don't do what they're doing. Don't do what they're doing. Look at somebody. I actually looked at a guy that breeds Rottweilers. His name is Butler's Kennels.
Butler. I talked to him.
Yeah, Butler. He's actually one of my buddies, man.
He said that's your dude. Yep.
Yeah. He used to live right next to me, and I literally just did everything Butler did. And again, if the wheel's spinning and it's working, do it. So Butler's Rottweiler is very successful breeder of the Rottweiler, and I just did what he did. When I came into the Boerboels, I looked at his videos and I did his videos. Right, I did them for the Boerboels. I'm not gonna lie. I tell him all the time, man. For at least 15 years, Butler has been using best of the best Rottweilers. I said, best of the best Boerboels. So,
Right.
again, do something successful. Breed what clients want. Look at your stock. Don't go cheap. Don't go cheap. Don't look at a breeder's dogs they purchased. Look at the dogs they've produced. So don't look at the dog they're showing you a good dog that they purchased from the UK or purchased from South Africa. Look at what they've been able to produce with that dog. Again, they'll show you pretty puppies. Every puppy looks good. Ask them to see a dog at 2 years old, 3 years old, right? What has their dogs developed up to? And I know Jordan Pittman's always showing adult dogs he's produced. Savage Kingdom is always showing you adult dogs that we've produced. A lot of these kennels only show you dogs they purchased, and they show you puppies. You never see those puppies as adults. You'll see puppy, pink collar, orange collar, green collar as a puppy. You'll never see it with his client at 15 months, 2 years old. They don't show you those update videos, and you wonder why. What does it look like now? Where like they used to say on those things, where are they now? Where are they now? Where are those dogs? What they look like? So look to see if a producer shows you what their dogs look like as adult dogs, and start your yard off of something that consistently, visually appeals to you aesthetically, temperament-wise, structure-wise, appeals to you, and that clients will want. You don't want to get stuck with puppies, man. I'm telling you, next thing you got 15 puppies, 15 weeks old, that are now a year and a half, and you got to feed them. You got to get them shots. You got to be a good husbandry to the dogs. You got to take care of them. So now you're giving away puppies, and you've done all this hard work for $1,000 a puppy. Not me. Not me.
Right. I would say anyone, just to piggyback off of what you said, with the dogs, and elaborate a little bit further. The advice that I would give to someone new selling puppies, you need to be able to, like you said, monitor and watch your dogs develop.
Yeah.
Think about this is a long term. This is a long play. It's not a overnight where you're just going to be able to dump. You're going to have to build yourself up. How are you going to do that? You got to put your stuff out there. You got to put your dogs out there so people can compare. You want to be able to show what's going on with your dogs and why your dogs are better and the best. Or you got to be able to show and prove. And how you going to be able to do that?
Why should somebody give you money for your puppy?
Yeah, and then it's the once you finally do sell the dog, that is the beginning. That's not the end. That's the beginning of the relationship, because as a breeder, you need to be following the progress of your dog's development, and that way you can know, is what I'm doing my vision. Is it the results of my experience? Because basically breeding is an experience. There's no exact science. It's an experiment. Is my hypothesis what are the results of my hypothesis? And you need to be able to explain that, and you need to be able to reliably reflect and produce what you got going on. So that's where we at with it. And that's what the best that I could get, advice that I could give you. But a lot of it is going to be showing and proving. What does the dog do? How does it fit into your life? And if you can't say that, if you can't relate to others, you want to be able to relate that to others. So you're going to find like-minded individuals and say, look, man, this is what you need, or take a look at this. This is what I got, and this is how it's working for me.
And if you're a first-time breeder, and you buy a puppy, and 7 months later you're calling another breeder to ask them what to feed your puppy to make it look like theirs, throw it away and start all over. That's not your program. You fucked up and brought the wrong dog, right? So you got to start all over again. That's why I said look at what the producer's producing, because if you have to ask that question, don't breed that dog. If you have to call somebody and ask somebody, what do I need to feed it? My dog's just not looking like yours. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It ain't nothing you can do with that. You can make more dogs with smaller bones, just like you got, right? So
there you go.
Start all over. That's That's my
Yeah, learn from your
That's my
mistakes.
asshole advice.
Be honest with yourself.
That's just my asshole advice. Start off.
But still good advice, no less. Be real with yourself, though. Be objective, bro. Man, now I miss doing this, man. I'm so happy to have you back. Hey, we got to get back to doing it again. I'm so glad that you called me earlier this week. We're gonna keep it going, man. We're gonna keep it flowing.
Yes, sir. I always gotta check in on each other, man. Again, life be lifing, and been busy with life and these dogs, man. It's taking on this big fat joker over here, man. Dozer has taken over my life. I was, again, man, if people don't know the story, I bred Dozer, just like I bred several dogs, was sold at 8 weeks. He's one of those dogs you wish you never sold. I was getting sperm back from him, from the clients that brought him, and then we weren't able to get the sperm in time for delivery, and all kinds of mess. And I was so lucky that the clients were like, hey, we're going on vacation anyway, so we got vacation coming up and this and that. We'll send Dozer to you. We'll send Dozer to you for a few weeks. For a few months. We'll send him to you. You can get as many breedings of them as you want and send them back. And so I'm lucky to have my boy Dozer back here until the new year. And I'm putting them on everything. So I'm putting them on everything before I have to send them back home. So again, that's part of being a breeder, because I didn't, when they said they would send the dog back to me, I was like, thank you very much. Here's 20. I'm not saying a price. I'm not saying I put money back in pockets. Like,
yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it, though, man. Keep it going, man.
I like my clients to make some money, so I know we're getting ready to go. But that's how I got Dozer back on the yard. He's back on the yard. I'm breeding him for the next 4 months until he has to go back home, and then hopefully I get to bring him back every few months and put him on some females. But again, Dozer's not the only dog of this size and stature I got. He's the only black one. I got a big bunch. I got a bunch of big red dogs with black masks, the same size, same temperament, same bone, same savages.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. I love it. I'm so happy for you, and the way that you do, the karma that you put out there, because of the way that you are, that's how it's gonna come back to you, and that's why you get the things that you do the way that just comes, because of the good vibes that you put out. It ain't no hate. You motivate, you inspire, you bring out the best in people. So I know that you're gonna have that's, and it don't surprise me that the dog came back to you like that, because you keep in touch with people, you check on, and that's real.
I'll tell you something that I hear once a week, man. I at least hear this once a week from a new breeder and an old breeder. I hear somebody say, "Man, I talked to that guy Jordan Pittman a couple of days ago. He's not who he was portrayed to be. He's man, that's a good dude. He had all this knowledge, and he talked to me, and he was friendly. Man, what do you think about him, man? I know you do the show with him, but man, I heard some stuff, and this, man, bullshit, man. Call Jordan Pittman for get on his what's the right way to say it, man? He's going to give you some solid advice every time. You're going to learn something from these dogs every time, and very knowledgeable, articulate brother with again knowledge 10 times exceeds mine.
Man.
I like to tell the truth. I like to be honest. Intelligence 10 times exceeds mine, especially when it comes to these dogs. And the biggest thing is personable. I might come off on camera as personable because I'm faking it. you call Jordan on the phone, you getting love from when he answered the phone. You getting love from that man. Diddy.
Right.
You're getting respect, and you're getting knowledge from that man from the first phone call. And I hear it at least once a week. I called Jordan, and I was kind of expecting something different, and I got this, and it was a great experience. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
And
yes, it was.
They want to paint us as these villains, man. Listen, all we trying to do is help. We trying to empower. We trying to build knowledge. We exchanging information. This is about so you can take the lesson without the lumps. We trying to help you. We trying to build you up. This is about what we feel is the best, and we trying to share. We trying to give you what we got the best. We here to serve you, and at the end of the day, that's who I am. I'm a servant. That's how I feel. Like I'm here for the people. I'm here for my board buddies. I'm here for my family, my Boerboel, my Boerboel familia. My people. That's who I do this for. The haters and the naysayers, I can care less. All they do is build us up and make me great. I take that hate and turn it into positive energy. And that's how I'm able to continue this, keep on going. I got energy for days. So y'all just keep on hating on me. Keep on hating on me because it just makes me strong. It makes me want to keep going on. It makes me, I love it. I know that what I'm doing is working because it's making them mad. And what they say, keep going, make them matter. When they mad, make them matter because that you're doing something. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't trying to steal, take nothing from nobody. I don't want it if I didn't earn it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. And you're going to get your turn, y'all. This is stay down, congratulate. Don't hate. Congratulate.
Yeah.
Everybody going to get their shot. Stay down, work, continue working on your craft, perfecting it, and, make observations, learn from your mistakes. You're going to get there. You're going to get better. Boy, buddies, much love. Thank y'all for joining, man. Listen, I don't know what I would do without you. I promise you that, because you inspired me, made me feel so good. Like I got somebody to bring this information to that you're using it. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, bro. What you gonna say? You gonna kill it? You got any final words?
It's all on you, brother. Let's send us home.
All right. Well, listen, hey, boy, buddies, we'll be back again soon. Stay tuned. The lesson for today is, be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself. We're trying to better. We're trying to build. Make observations. Be great. Don't hate.
Mr. Shaw.
Yes,
big,
sir.
He has one of my dogs, Big Sarge. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. So, yeah, and with that being said, though, we'll see y'all soon. The Boerboel is the best breed. We're not hating on no other dogs. We love other dogs, too. They can always be second best, third best, fourth best, fifth best, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? It's everybody got a place. Everybody got a purpose. But the Boerboel is number one, if you ask me. What you say, Savage?
The Boerboel is number one. Get rid of appraisals. They're scam.
All right, y'all. Peace.
No rush, go on, move dumb. Back and forth, push and shove. Make your peace and